everybody, this is Ryan. I'm about to give an overview of the SimPure self-contained reverse osmosis water filtration under counter. A brief overview of how easy this thing is to install, and is the water that good? Does it taste that good? You're about to find out. So what all do you get with this SimPure water filter reverse osmosis system? Let me share with you right now. All right, this is everything you get. You get the electrified. This is powered. Literally, you got to be able to have a power supply to have this type of water filtration system work. It uses power right here. You got to have an outlet. Now, if you don't have an outlet under your counter, then you're gonna have to get one. So you gotta have you gotta have to have a power outlet to get this thing powered up to do what it is supposed to do. It is self-contained. Everything is here nice and neat. I did take off the cover, which fits on and looks like this. All nice and neat. I would snap that together, but it's all self-contained. Very, very nice, clean device. When plugged in, this has a display in here that kind of gives you an idea of kind of what all is going on. Reset, reverse osmosis, CF. One thing to highlight is what it does come with is stage 1 and stage 2 of the reverse osmosis system. This is a composite filter, and then this is a reverse osmosis membrane filter. It does say 600 gallons per D. Is that gallons per day? So these two things in here, and I will say, because they do come with it, how easy is it? How easy is it? I'm doing this one-handed. These things pop out like that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I didn't think it was gonna be that easy. You just put it in there, lock it in, literally one-handed. These can come out, so you don't have to deal with like screwing the tops down and all that stuff. This just locks in there. Very, very, very cool. You do get the wastewater attachments. This thing is super easy to use. Literally, you take this sticker, you place it over your drain tube under your sink where you want the wastewater to go. Stick this over there. You're gonna drill through here. This literally just clamps on. I mean, it's just so easy. Clamps on. Everything in these right here, and then all the wastewater will go out. And so the water goes in, gets filtered, the dirty water goes down the drain, the good water goes into your cup. You do have all the necessary tubing. It's all labeled nice and neat. Outlet water, that's gonna go to your faucets. Wastewater is in red, and then this is your inlet water. Pretty cool. It does come with all the necessary hardware depending on the size of the water supply you have under your sink. Very cool. Here as well, it's super easy to install. It comes with washers, as you can see here. This looks to be a stainless steel type device. This is your water shutoff. This is what clamps in line under your sink. Literally, you do not need to have any kind of specialty knowledge of plumbing or anything like that. You literally take what you have, you unplug the current one, you screw in the new one, you have this, and this is where your water supply goes to feed into this. I'll share with you how that works. There are some adapters, like I mentioned right here, depending on the water supply that is under your sink. So you have a couple different options based on how yours is set up. It also comes with plumber's tape, because you want to make sure you wrap the instructions to make it pretty obvious, but you're going to want to wrap anything that has a screw on it just to make sure it's extra watertight. And then you're going to have all of the quick disconnects that are required to connect everything to this device. And the piece of the resistance is you're going to have a very modern-esque, I will say. I've just slid this in here for temporary purposes, but you're going to get this water spout. It is a brushed nickel. Comes with the screw. Water's going to go there. It actually has rubber bushings. It's going to have this countertop cap. Actually, this is you can feel the quality in this. I will give them shout outs for this. The quality of this is on point because it's not something that's just like flimsy. It holds its position. The top also spins. So once you put it into position, this can spin, as you can see, and this is stationary. We're gonna hook this up. right there. You will need to drill depending on the type of counter you have. If you do not already have a hole in either granite or in stainless steel or whatever it is, instructions tell you how to do it and what size bit you need, but you will need to screw in a hole to put this in. And then it does come with its own power supply. Everything is there, all nice and neat. So a close-up of how this is installed. So you take your wastewater here, red, it's already set up. You just pull this piece out right here. You just take it out, don't need that. You take your tube, you push it in there, and you can see I'm pulling on it. It's locked in place. You take it out, you put some pressure here. If you need to take it out, you do that, push it in there, and you're good to go. Inlet water is the same way. You take out this piece right here. It's just a plug. Take your outlet water tube, and you just push it in place, push it down, locks in place, and you're good to go as far as your outlet water. And then your inlet water, also very simple to the point. You're gonna take it, push it down in there, and you can see it is in there and it is not coming out.
So as you can see there, that's the bottom of it right there. Literally, you just push it on and it is on. That's it. So now I'm gonna connect this blue wire to the machine.
So this is what it looks like installed. Nice. I just gotta tighten it a little more so it doesn't turn as much like that. But get it to where you want it. This is very sturdy. It's got some pressure on it, which is nice. It's not like flimsy. It's got a nice clean look to it. And you can put that wherever you need to, and it sticks out. I'd say you can see about I don't know, is that 6 inches or so? It has as far as the bend. All right, now I'm not one to do things in order, but I do make sure I do it right. So on your drain, you're gonna be installing the red one, which I mentioned is the drain. So this is where the unwanted water is gonna get dumped into your drain. And it actually tells you here kind of like some spots, you know, so this would be for this one right here, matches up with this one right here. And so these blue spots pretty much say, okay, okay. So what I've already done is I follow these instructions, and you need a 1/4 inch drill bit, so it does not come with that. So you just find this spot, and then once you drill the hole in the drain tube right there, you take this clamping feature and you clamp that over it. After you gotta make sure you put that little seal there, this little black seal that comes with it, and then you clamp it over it. So it looks like this, just like this. So I drilled into this, put the hole in there, this clamps down. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver. You can use the drill bit that you had before. You take your red wire here, or drain tube, you literally just pop it in there, and it's in. It's not going anywhere. And again, just as another example, if you wanted to pull it out, you would push in on this, and then it comes out. You know, but this is like a compression. It's like a compression thing. Put it in there. That's not coming out. That's not going to leak. All right, so then that red one's gonna connect to the actual, I call it the machine, the actual filter machine. So here you can see, this is where the water shutoff goes. You can actually see there's the turn right there. I'm gonna take that off, plug this, or unscrew that, screw this in between it, and then the last remaining water supply tube is the white one, and I'll hook that up onto the end, and we'll be good to go. And full disclosure, this company did reach out to me and provide this to me and say, hey, Brian, can you see how easy it is? Can you see how easy this thing is to install, but how long does it take to install? And really do a full review, but in no way whatsoever would this be provided to me a fictitious review, because I am just here to keep it real. Now, 2 pieces of equipment that you will need to put this whole thing together. First, if you don't have a drill and a drill bit to put in the water spigot, you will need that. And then you will also need a pair of pliers. And the pair of pliers just allows you to kind of connect the water tubes, pipes, the connections, the fittings, and everything underneath. Really, you just spin one, spin the other, and it's on. But because to prevent water leaks, you definitely want to have something from a wrench type standpoint. A pair of pliers would be absolutely fine, and then you can use the provided plumber's tape to make sure you're all set when it comes to preventing any types of leaks. When you cut it on, there is a motor in there that senses the water pressure, and when the water pressure drops, the filter cuts on and it pumps the water all the way through the filter. So for demonstration purposes, I've unplugged the wastewater and just have it flowing here, so you can see that it is slowly filtering out the water. That would be the wastewater that has any kind of impurities. It's actually getting pumped straight out. That would normally go into the wastewater, but just from a demonstration purposes, I want to show that how it works. When you turn on the water here, this cuts on and is filtering out the impurities, and you have your nice clean water right here. Also, from a noise standpoint, you can hear a little bit of a hum. And so that just kind of lets you know that the motor's running. And then when the water is turned off, the water pressure is slowly building. And after, I'd say about 5 seconds, it then goes silent. You have a couple indicators here on the front that let you know if these were flashing, since this is relatively new, that would let you know either one or both of the filters need to be swapped out. You put the new ones in, takes all of a couple seconds, you put it in there, and then you hit the reset button to let the system know these are brand new filters. From a water pressure standpoint, roughly takes about 5 seconds per cup of water when it is filling up. So that's kind of helpful in understanding like how much water pressure you have and how fast it's going to fill up something. About 5 seconds for every 1 cup of water. Now, full setup time after this was installed took right around about 30 minutes, and that is without having to drill the hole. So if you're needing to drill a hole, you might put a couple extra minutes in there as far as all that's concerned for the old water spigot. Also, one thing to also note is the water spigot is 304 stainless steel. So it looks nice with it being the brushed nickel look, but also being stainless steel, 304 stainless steel. You don't have to worry about any rusting or anything like that. Very well put together as far as this is concerned. So if you are looking for water that tastes like absolutely nothing, no chlorine, no impurities, all that fun stuff that comes with a reverse osmosis water filtration system, tastes like nothing, and that's the point. Hope that helps, and we'll talk to you soon.